Okay, for those of you new to this channel, this is SterloSpeaks. And I just go over topics about different stuff, different things, maybe controversial, maybe not. And if you have any topics you would like me to go over, feel free to drop it below in the comments, and I will be able to go over them, as I will try to stay as consistent as possible. I'll try to post at least one video a day. So yeah, compared to my other channels, this will probably receive the most consistency. But here's the thing, my other channel, I can't really, that's comparing like apples and pears, you know? That's like, you know, one is more focused on quality and the other is just, you know, not saying this channel's not quality or the rants I'll do aren't quality, but yeah, this is more of a quantity over quality kind of thing. So yeah, there's that. So now to go over what we're gonna talk about, people are so afraid of getting canceled. The thing is, cancel culture was like something of maybe, it was trending maybe like 2 years ago or something, I forgot. But still to this day, it's like, especially the men around, you know, my age and even the older ones too. I mean, understandable, the younger ones are just, you know, they don't know what's going on, but it's like people don't have a backbone nowadays, you know? It's like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that have a lot on their mind that they want to say, but they can't say it because they're afraid of being judged. And me, I'm not gonna lie, I was able to step out of that, and I was able to create my own personal brand where I can say whatever the fuck I want, you know? And it feels great. And if you're in that position where you feel like, you know, oh, there's just so much, you know, so many eyes looking at me, I can't say the wrong thing. Like, fuck all that shit, you know? Like, unless they're your parents, and then, you know, you'll get kicked out of the house for, you know, saying how you feel, and you'll literally be homeless and you won't have a way of making money or, you know, surviving. All right, that's the only obligation. But if you like, I don't care if like you have a boss, like the boss isn't the boss of your life, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the way I feel about things. And I encourage others to stand on what they believe in, you know, even if it doesn't make logical sense, don't follow your emotional feelings, be logical about it. Because even though there's a lot of emotions that come into play, be logical. So for example, if you're dating someone and you're like, oh, like I feel like I love her and I feel like, you know, be logical about it. Like, of course you're gonna have these mixed, you know, reactions going on. Like, play it out in your mind, you know? All right, I'm gonna invest into this person because I see a future with them. And then, you know, from there, you'll know whether if you're crazy or not, you know, if it was the right choice. So, yeah. And of course, when it comes to politics, people don't like to talk about, well, actually, people do, but I've noticed it's a lot more on the internet. You'll rarely find the ones and twos that like to talk about it in person. Another is religion as well. Like, you know, I always say here I'm Catholic, so, you know, I don't go to church as much as I used to, but me and God, we have a great connection. So, you know, I feel like that's the most important part. And yeah, people don't like to talk about their spirituality as much, unless they're prompted to. That's what I've noticed. Life and death, people definitely don't like to talk about that. What else? Am I missing anything? There's a lot of stuff, honestly. There's a lot of stuff. Relationships, I think I covered a little bit of that, but to go into detail about, like, you know, the grand scheme of where You know, marriages are going down, and divorces are they're going up. The government, people don't like to talk about that. And yeah, honestly, if this video doesn't get monetized in the future, I understand. I'm doing this because this is my new passion, my new hobby. This is what I'll be talking about. I'm not doing it for the money. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to stay below the 10-minute mark for each video, so that way I don't drag on unnecessarily. But yeah, let me know if you guys feel like that. If you've been following my journey, you know, before the SterloSpeaks, you know, Sterlo139, the Twitch streams, if you feel like I've been holding back on something, let me know, because, you know, I feel like I'm pretty unfiltered when it comes to talking about anything. Like, I'm an open book. But yeah, peace.